Happy Friday. Hello. Oh, do you know, I had an exciting week because had quite a quiet, well, not a quiet week, yeah, sort of a quiet week. I didn't travel this week. So I've had to keep myself occupied, right? And keeping myself occupied, one of my favourite things to entertain myself with or keep myself occupied with is beautiful things. Now, I'm a very big fan on what's called dopamine decor. So dopamine decor is shit that gives you dopamine from just being gorgeous. Like, what do you have? I love William Morris. I love that his quote that you should have nothing in your home that you not know to be useful or believe to be beautiful. And I love that. How much shit do you have in your house that is not useful or beautiful? Right? Like, if you just spent this weekend going around going, that's not useful and it's not beautiful, off it goes. I love doing that. If I'm in a bad mood, shit gets cleaned out in my house, I tell you, because I go, that's not useful and it's not beautiful. Goodbye. Good job I don't get to the people, right? You're not useful or beautiful. Get out. So I love the idea of dopamine decor, where you are surrounding yourself with beautiful things. Now, because of my background, when I was a stylist, I spent a lot of time curating beautiful things. And I have worked as a window dresser and a shop stylist and done all kinds of styling. But I love creating little displays. Like, I love, designing like my bedside table with books and crystals and candle and like beautiful things. And I'll do like, what's a color theme, or I don't know, like all different things all the time. Like, it just really excites me. And I've got beautiful like vintage bowls that I keep my lipsticks in, for example. So things I think can be useful and beautiful, so it's like, instead of just having, your lipsticks in a Tupperware container, why can't you have them in something divine? And they don't need to be expensive. I'm a junk slut. I love a secondhand shop. I love it. I've been collecting these beautiful crystal bowls lately, and the problem with crystal bowls is they need cleaning, because when you clean a crystal bowl, oh my God, she comes to life. They're so gorgeous. I just get so excited. I cannot wait to get them home from the op shop and go like, come with me, darling, come with me. I'm going to make you shiny and new. And then I give them a good scrub and they are unbelievable. It's like they've taken 10 years off their life, and it makes me real happy. But when you put like earrings or lipsticks or I don't know, whatever you store and into beautiful things, everything gets more beautiful. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, what's the most beautiful thing? Beautiful containers. Excuse me, people in our house have got coughs this week and I'm avoiding it, but I just got a little tickle then. So I'm trying to find beautiful things that I can put my beautiful things in. And I like a container, and nothing makes me happier. So when I am supposed to declutter, I tend to just go and buy more things to put my shit in because I like that. But this week, so I've been collecting genie bottles. Some of you will know the Italian, I think they're called Empoli. They are like a coloured, tall, very tall. Like, some of them, they're nearly like, I don't know, nearly a metre tall. And they're bubble bath bottles, and they're very long, skinny necks with a genie point on the top. And when I was growing up, every bathroom in the 70s had one. Most of them were either a funny mustard yellow or a blue. And they were in all the bathrooms. And I remember buying one when I was about 9 or 10 from a pharmacy, and they were $10. And they were filled with bubble bath, and people gave them to people as gifts, and they were kind of cool. So, but now they're quite hard to get from the 70s was a long time ago, just quietly. So they're quite old now, and they're hard to get. And I started collecting them, about probably 20 years ago. I bought one and thought, that's gorgeous. And I do love coloured glass. So I bought one, went lovely, continued to buy them. I paid about $30 or $40, 80 max for any of them. And now they're worth like hundreds. Crazy money. And I found last week I found one of the blues I don't have. So I've got like an aqua and I've got this very rare, very soft baby blue. So I've got a turquoisey aqua, I've got a soft baby blue, I've got a deep blue, but this is a very bright cobalt kind of royal blue. So I was very excited, and it was it was $300, which in the world of genie bottles now is not that expensive. So I bought it, and I now have my 10th. I'm very excited. The only one I'm now still trying to get is a charcoal one, and I don't collect. There's a diamond pattern. I have to limit my collections because my obsessiveness with collecting things gets a bit mental. So, like, for example, I collect 1950s vases, like the Crown Lynn, Wade, Spode, all those. I only collect white, pure white, and I collect them with lines in them. Because if I don't have some rules, every vase in New Zealand would make its way to my house, right? And so with my genie bottles, I only collect the bubble print. So I don't collect, people have sent me with them before and said, oh, this is a photo from my aunties and would you like this one? And I'm like, no, they're a diamond pattern. I don't collect the diamond ones. I get a bit mental about that. But it's good for me because it limits my collections. And I love a collection. I love finding, like I collect crystal comports as well. So crystal comports, they're like the pavlova dish, like a stand, and it's a dish, you put a trifle in, some of them are bowls and some of them are like a pavlova plate, and I've got about 40 of them, and I have them all on display in my kitchen, and they make me so happy. Because I love things en masse. I love en masse, but surrounding yourself with beautiful shit is one of the best ways, I think. It's one of the greatest ways for me to help me feel good. I feel amazing. I really like, some people don't care about their surroundings, but I love beautiful things. Love them. I would almost go as far as to say I'm allergic to ugly. So having beautiful things is one of my favorite things. And then it's such a privilege to have beautiful things. So then I think, oh, I'm going to arrange my beautiful things. And I get really excited arranging my beautiful things and just moving them. Moving them around. And so like one day I had people coming and I got these beautiful strawberries and I thought, oh, I know. So I tipped all my lipsticks out of my beautiful milk glass bowl in my bathroom, washed the bowl and filled it with my beautiful strawberries because I was like, that is the very bowl that needs to have strawberries in today. So that's the sort of shit I take my time up doing, just wondering what is the most beautiful vessel that things could go in. I love it. I love it. And I think, what is in your house? So when I wrote The Lickable Third, some of you won't know about my book, The Lickable Third, I wrote that in like 2016, I think. Maybe 2016. And it's about how we have a third of the things in our house we absolutely love. A third of the things in our life, actually, we love. A third of them are useful, and then a third of them are just a waste of time. You don't like them. And so I constantly get rid of stuff all the time. And the theory is, it's a bit like, I was kind of Marie Kondo before Marie Kondo, just saying. But when Marie Kondo came out with, you should go through all your stuff and get all your black tops and then which ones spark joy. I'm like, well, actually, I want to know how you can get rid of a third of them. And so, like, I had 9 red scarves when I wrote The Lickable Third. I have one neck. I don't need 9 red scarves, right? I like red, I like scarves, but one neck, 9 scarves. Dumb. So it's like, and often when you like something, like you I love red, you end up buying shitloads of red scarves. Or if you like orange, you might buy loads of orange things. So it's like we tend to have little things we get kind of addicted to. And I think it's interesting to go through and sort out your stuff. And we change. So we go, actually, I don't like red scarves anymore, right? Or I don't want to collect this anymore, or whatever it is. And going through things and working out, I went through and got rid of a third of my books. Now, my book collection is vast. And it was crazy. So what I did was I went through and went, oh, imagine there's a fire. Which 10 books are you grabbing? So I put them. Then I went, oh, okay, now you're allowed another 10. And then I was like, oh, and I just kept picking the best ones until I had a third. And then I was like, okay, that's a third of best ones. And then I was like, then I went through and did the reverse and went out of the what's left. Which ones do I not like? Don't like that, don't like that, don't like that. And eventually I had 3 piles the same size of the things I loved, the things that I kind of liked that were quite useful, and then the things that are just, I don't care. And I got rid of the I don't care pile, and it was so liberating. You know, like I had 17 coffee cups. 17 coffee cups. I've never had 18 people for coffee in my life. And I thought, right, this is stupid. So I lined them all up on the bench and I thought, which ones are the least favourite? You know, which ones I needed to pick at least 5 that I could go, a third of you, sort of, I don't know, 5 or 6 have to go. And I ranked them in order. I love ranking things. Ranked them in order and then got rid of them. Brilliant. So there you go. If you need a bit of inspiration to make your surroundings beautiful, maybe it's your desk. Like on your desk at work, do you have a beautiful jar with your pens in? Or do you just have a shitty, ugly one? Do you have a beautiful container with a plant in, or a shitty, ugly one? I've got little tiny crystal salt bowls that I put paper clips in. I don't even use paper clips anymore. But boy, do they make me happy. You must surround yourself with shit that makes you happy, right? It's the only way to go. So that's what I'll be doing more of this weekend. More beautiful things, getting rid of things that are not beautiful enough for my life, and honouring the things that are gorgeous. So there you go. That's my suggestion tonight. Get onto it. Toodles.